Hi everyone.
Hi.
Today we are making chocolate bark, which is a perfect kind of Christmas gift. Even if you have keto, low carb friends, this is great to gift to those people.
Yeah, so it's an easy way to kind of spruce up a little bit of dark chocolate that makes it like a nice thing to put out for, guests or family and friends celebration. And you could probably even get kids involved with making this, like doing the decorating part, 'cause it's pretty fun.
So, first of all, you need to think about the type of chocolate that you choose. And in my opinion, you need to think about who you're giving it to. So if you're going to serve this to non-keto family and friends, you want to choose a lighter dark chocolate. So 70 or 78% works quite well for those people. It's still got some sweetness. It's still okay for you to have a little bit. But if it's mainly for you and keto people, you want to opt for a more darker 85 to 90%. We're probably going to use an 85%, which is what it says in the recipe, which we will link in the description below.
Yeah, so just I guess think the higher the percentage of chocolate, the lower the carbs, but also the stronger the flavour.
More bitter.
It's not going to be as sweet. So if you give it to my dad, he'll probably say there's sugar missing from it. But basically what we have got is we're going to take a block of chocolate and we're going to melt it. And then we're going to take whatever toppings our heart desires and sprinkle it on top once we spread it out onto a tray. So the type of things you could use to put on top of your chocolate bark would be like any kind of nuts, seeds, coconut flakes.
Some of the ones you've done before is like some toasted pecans, and you've toasted them in a little bit of like pumpkin spice or cinnamon, which works quite well.
Also we really like to use some freeze-dried fruit, which you can get at most supermarkets in kind of the dried fruit section.
So they look like...
The brand is called Crisp, which you can get pretty readily in Australia, and it's basically just fruit that's been freeze-dried, so it's like completely kind of crunchy, and you can like grate this or kind of crush it up and break it over the top. And because you're only using a really small amount, it's just for a little bit of colour and flavour, you're not getting too many carbs. So we've got some mango ones, we've got some strawberry ones, and then we've also got this raspberry powder, which is just raspberries that have been freeze-dried and then ground up into a powder, but it makes a really pretty pink kind of colouring.
Christmas.
We've got some flaked almonds and we've got some coconut chips. So what we're going to do is melt our chocolate first. I just like to do it in the microwave. Just be really careful because it can burn. So I usually do like 50% power in 30-second increments, stirring in between until it's ready. Or you could do it in a double boiler on the stove. Okay, so we have our chocolate all nice and melted, and we've decided we'll do one each.
Always.
So we'll do half the chocolate on each tray. So what you want is just like some sort of flat tray lined with some like non-stick paper. And we're going to spread the chocolate out and try and get it fairly thin.
Because you want it to snap like...
nice and crispy. So I'm just going to put half of the chocolate on mine and half on Dan's. And then we can do two different variations.
You might notice we aren't in our normal kitchen, so we don't have things like spatulas and whatnot because we're on holidays. So we're doing the best that we can with what we've got.
So I'm just going to use, I would normally use a spatula or like an offset kind of palette knife would be good, but I'm just going to use a spoon.
Seems to be working.
Seems to be working pretty well. Now you can do whatever
shape.
Yeah, because we're kind of going to break it up anyway. So you just want to spread it out until it's pretty even. Like you don't want to go too thin because you don't want it to kind of...
Won't hold together.
Yeah, so do you want me to just...
Yes, please. Don't make me responsible for anything.
What are you going to put on yours, Dad?
Well, what are you going to do?
I think I'll do the coconut because I really like coconut.
Well, I might do the freeze-dried raspberries, and I might crush up some of the strawberries.
Ooh.
Might do double
berry, mixed berry.
Yeah.
I like it.
Berrylicious chocolate. Just came up
You'll
with
be
that.
selling it soon.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to buy that?
The good thing about this is it's very difficult to get like a really dark chocolate. So if you did 90 or 95%, like you can't get a flavored version of that.
No, you can't.
So this is a really nice way, an easy way at home without having to temper chocolate and things to get a flavored version. I'm going to do mango and coconut. How tropical.
I like it.
Okay, let's go. So
now
that you've got it spread out, while it's still melted, obviously.
Oh, you screwed me with this. This is like rock hard.
You want to, I know it's been in our cupboard for a while.
I don't think
you want to put the toppings on while the chocolate is still melted. Okay, so with the mango, I just took one of these pieces, so it kind of in little hard chunks, and just like crushed it up with a knife, or you could even grate it if you had a microplane. And Dan's done the same with her strawberry. And we're just sprinkling it on, and I'm going to sprinkle, I mean these are quite big, so I might break the coconut up a little bit. Also what you could do if you didn't want to do kind of like nuts or fruit or anything, is you could just do like some sort of salt, some really nice kind of sea salt, and some chili flakes, or like some other type of spices would be nice. How you going, Dan?
I was thinking about flaked almonds on this as well.
Yeah, strawberries and almonds would probably be nice. Because it's nice to have the texture
of a nut
from the nut or the coconut or something, as well as the... Okay, so I've got my freeze-dried mango and my coconut chips on here. And Dan, what did you go with?
I went with a little bit of freeze-dried strawberries with almond flakes. The raspberry was a fail because we've had it for too long. But it would look really cool if you had that fresh raspberry powder or any of those. It would really add a pop of colour.
Yes, but we are now going to pop these in the fridge to set, and then we'll show you what they look like.
I want to taste. They look good.
They're all set, so you can see now it's like a solid disc. And now we can kind of break it apart into probably like, not tiny pieces.
Shards.
Shards. Oh, that's very fancy, Dan. So, it's up to you kind of if you want to, but I mean it's going to be rustic, guys. That's the point of it. Okay, so there are our little chocolate bark pieces. So this is one batch that we've just split into two to do different toppings, but it would be nice if you were doing it as a gift to have a couple of different options, I guess, and you could put it in a little cellophane bag, but it would need to be kept in the fridge because especially in summer in Australia it's going to melt.
It's warm here today, so they need to go back into the fridge.
Are you going to try some?
Yeah.
Try my little tropical mango and coconut.
Oh yeah. It was nice to add the flavour.
The tiny bit, like it's honestly the tiniest bit of the freeze-dried fruit, and it adds a real pop of flavour, doesn't it?
It's delicious.
That's
so good. And it looks fantastic. So I'm going to put these back in the fridge. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It's something to try for Christmas. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, give a thumbs up. Bye.
Bye.